Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu. Anyị si ka nke onye chiri ya zelu. Anyị si n'ụbọchị nkịta adịrị na anyị na mma. Anyị chene ya dịka echi na-eche ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise anyị dịka o si dịka agbapụ na ọsọ iwetara ya bụ ihe anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nkịta anyị na-akpọ ya morning tea n'iru akwụkwọ. Ihe a bụ gbasara maka the matters arising and discussion United States of Biafra cabinet meeting ya ka eji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nkịta. So tupu anyị aga n'iru ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife, achọkwuru nke ife ha discuss n'iru akwụkwọ gbasara maka the United States of Biafra and the way forward. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ife dropụra ife iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasara maka ya bụ ihe ndị a niile fakwu n'iru akwụkwọ. Alright, over to you.
Nobody is begging Tinubu. You do not need the approval of your oppressor to be an independent nation. It's just like a husband and wife that are living together. If the husband is maltreating the wife does not need the permission of the husband to run away from the house. It is the power vested on the wife to leave the bad relationship. So Nigeria does not have to approve for Biafra to be an independent nation. The United Nations, the European Parliament, they have a criteria. Not that we are following these individuals, because we know they are the one partnering with the Nigerian state, milking our oil to continue to kill our people. Like I said, we've met the whole criteria to be an independent nation. That is why we declared in Finland. So we're not begging Tinubu. We are only putting the right documents on the right table. As we are submitting these documents, we are also forwarding these documents we submitted to the Nigerian state to some international bodies that are asking us for those proof. That's exactly what we are doing. We're not begging anybody. We are just doing the right thing towards a peaceful separation and notifying Nigeria about our independence, our declaration in Finland is just what we've done. Thank you so much. Next person.
Thank you.
Honorable Deputy Prime Minister. Hold on.
Okay,
if you can permit me,
I
would like to.
He didn't come here to ask questions. I'm going to get him out. Thank you. Go ahead, Honorable Chair.
Yeah, I would have loved to ask him some questions because he talked about begging Tinubu or whatever. So I wanted to understand if he actually read the documents and where he got that information that that the government was begging anybody for anything. So sometimes it's very, very important for us. I think it's an opportunity to lay those emphasis that whenever we see an information, do not focus on the headline. Go ahead and read the details so that you can understand yourselves. It is not enough that we follow the headline, especially when we know that the Nigerian media can be very, very unprofessional in their conduct. So they are used to putting headlines that do not actually reflect the actual message or the content of whatever letter that they are publishing. So it's very, very important for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much. And I'll just say, I mean, even though that some people may come here with some opinionated ideas, I want to also hear where they are coming from, and because some of the individuals and what they do and where they are coming from is already with a set kind of misinformation they hear from the public and from the social media, and it will also be okay for us to know that we are here to clarify their questions. And like Honorable just said, if you do not have enough information to back up the misinformation you have here, please just ensure you keep that to yourself. Thank you so much. Next person.
Thank you so much. Biafrans, if you are coming here to ask the DPM question, please address her as DPM, not her first and last name. At least she occupies that position, even if you don't like her as an individual. Respect the position that she occupies. Thank you so much. Mazi Omenihu Onyebuchi, please go ahead.
Good evening. Am I coming up?
Yes.
I'm calling from UK. First of all, I want to commend our Deputy PM for doing all he's doing. And may God continue to protect and help her to pioneer this very struggle, which God have handed into her hand. I don't know whether we are permitted to ask questions to some of the secretaries, like the one on Interior, Secretary Dorothy. Can I ask question for her?
Yeah. Again, if the question is not for me, you can also call the person you want to answer the question. Again, the overall session is for me to really answer most of the questions. But if you have any question you want a particular secretary to answer, you're free to do that. Please go ahead.
Okay, let me finish with you first. Your own question is, I had Adadorama said that she's your sister. I must say that she has been doing a good job during the time we had this problem, but now that she had deviated, what can you do to save this very struggle from the hand of your sister? Because her altercations and utterances is an embarrassment to this very struggle. That is for you. Then for for Secretary Dorothy, I applied for my ID card initially. I was among those first people that applied. And the person I did it together came to Finland and collected hers and came back to UK. So when this issue of ID card came up again, I have to email the Secretary Dorothy. Then I gave them my number, everything. They now wrote back to me and said that my form is incomplete. When they said that, I said, okay. I wrote them back again to them. So what is incomplete in my form? State it clearly what is incomplete in my form. They now wrote back to me and said, no, you have to go and start again and fill another form. The other Friday I came online there. I was just online there when I was kicked out because somebody from Angola was interrupted. And immediately I relaxed and said, okay, let me come back again. She kicked me out of the air. And I tried to go back. They say I have been kicked out. So I don't know what is incomplete in my form. And instead of them to address the issue, they'll be telling you it is admin. Everything in UK is not admin. Some people fill their form on their own. It's not admin. Let us stop using UK issue as admin. I filled my form. They have to tell me what is incomplete in my form, and not to tell me to go and start again to do another form. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, thank you so much.
Dorothy, are you here?
Excuse, hold on. Let me answer my own.
Okay,
Hold
thank
on,
you.
Dr. Dorothy. Let me answer my question, then you answer yours. You asked me a question about Adadorama being my sister and what I have to say with the damage she is doing on the social media. Again, what I have to say is this. We are running a government right now. We are running a government, and anyone that respects that government should be very, very mindful and cautious of the information they spew out on the social media. This government supports freedom of speech, the rights of individuals, right of association, and like I've said, what we will not allow is misinformation on the social media. Every Biafran is either my brother or my sister, and I'm not going to allow anyone to use brother or sister to misinform Biafrans. Again, part of that misinformation is what we are going to clarify to Biafrans here today, because so many misinformations has been sent out by this individual, and some Biafrans are already so sad, so depressed because of these lies that are being spewed out by this individual. We're going to address that. Yeah. But on a general note, every Biafran is my brother or my sister. In fact, I have brothers and sisters all over the world. Because somebody that is even not your own blood brother or blood sister can be nicer to you, can do good things to you. You can have a good relationship. even with a stranger, more than the so-called brothers and sisters. The reason why Biafra has not been fully restored is because of those so-called brothers and sisters. They are the ones that will go behind and collude with the delegitimized Southeast and South governors, collect money from them, and then start fighting against the genuine freedom fighters we have in our country. Biafrans are mostly the culprits because it is the rat inside that tells the one outside to come in that there's fish in the basket. So we have to take those responsibilities. We need to start reorienting ourselves. Those of you that were saying when our leader Nnamdi Kanu had a problem, oh, you are not going to do anything. You will just stay one place until our leader Nnamdi Kanu comes out. What do you have to say today? If our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has said, okay, he's not going to do anything until Nnamdi Kanu comes out, are we going to be where we are today? Are we going to be where we are today? So those that make those kind of comments are not only ignorant, but they do not understand where we are going in the area of our freedom and the restoration of the country. When you think you have a relationship with somebody, with one of the leaders, then if something happened to that leader, you say, oh, because you didn't see the leader you like, you are now going to say and start sabotaging and start making comments that are not right to the leader that is active. You are doing more harm to the struggle than you think. And it don't work that way. Know that you don't have the opportunity or the freedom to follow whoever you want to follow. After all, there are people that decided they won't do anything again until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. It is okay, and they are entitled to that opinion. But if you want to wait, you must seal your mouth and go and wait for Nnamdi Kanu to come out. You do not come out and start destroying what another individual or what Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is doing because he is out. So that's what I have to say in that angle. Secretary Dorothy, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you so much, DPM. Dr. Dorothy, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. My video is not on, but nevertheless, I can speak like this. The way it is. Actually,
You can go ahead and start your video now, Dr. Dorothy.
First of all, what country are you located, or are you resident?
UK.
Your application, like I always say, you were saying it's not everything will be talking about the admin. Bearing in mind that half or even more than half of the applications sent from UK is either not complete, or their passport pictures are not uploaded, or their signatures are not there, or their IDs are not there. And I'm stating categorically clear that I've been calling those in UK one-on-one with my phone number, because the way you're sounding, it looks like, oh, I'm just wasting my time. Check the email. I've responded to your email 3 times. I'm just looking at it on my phone here. And you are sounding as if, I don't want to answer to your question. Even those, most of those in UK, it's like I'm arguing with them. Some of them I have to take screenshots of where the passport section is to send to them before they can believe that actually their passport pictures are not there. Please kindly go back again and log into your application and see what is there. And after this, give me a call, and I'm going to make sure that you see what is wrong with your application. I've been on this application since morning.
All right.
When one is working that hard, and 1 or 2 people are just saying as if one hasn't, don't know what he or she is doing, is kind of ridiculous.
Please, Dr. Dorothy, please, thank you so much for that clarification. I mean, we just are here to answer questions to people are asking, and let them know how to Again, I know the person that asked the question, Dr. Dorothy has said you can contact her after this session. And just know that there are so many applications that we are processing. And at this time, that's why we are encouraging Biafrans that think they can help in any field. I know a lot of secretaries have said that to apply in the different departments so that you can help out in any area possible. And that is why we've been able to get a lot of individuals on standby to start work from day one. So please, I implore you to reach out to her after this and clarify that. But just know that we are doing our best to ensure that every application that we receive, we are giving it the attention it needs. Even if it didn't go on the second batch, which I told people is already filled up, it's going to go either on the third or fourth batch of applications of ID card for Biafrans. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Dr. Adi.
Thank you, DPM. Mazi Chijioke, can you unmute yourself, please?
My greeting to you, Excellency, our DPM, and I greet every Biafran here present. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. DPM, I have one question for you, and the other question you can answer me if possible, or the Defense Secretary can answer that. The question I have for you, DPM, is this. There is something that looks like a mission impossible that has fallen once on the shoulder of Mazen Nandekano and also on the shoulders of our PM. But I see it now that it has fallen more harder on your shoulder, because when it fell on their own shoulder, Biafra has not been redeclared. So that question is, now that Biafra has been redeclared, will there be election in Biafra land? That is the question I have for you. And the second question I have, which you may answer me, or the Secretary of Defense can answer, is this. Has not been ready. Is there any maximum time frame to say, okay, 40 years, 1 year, 6 months, maximum, these demons we see on the street of Biafra, that we shall see them no more? Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. On the first question, election in Biafra land, if you go through our constitution, it clearly states there will be an election when we fully secure our land, when we secure our territory. That constitution, which I know the IT department, they're trying to put it online. For those who do not have a physical copy of the United States of Biafra Constitution, can go ahead and obtain that. Yes, there will be election in Biafra land.
Sorry, my question was about Nigerian election in Biafra land, not our own election.
Oh, you talked about Nigerian election. Again, Biafra is a full-fledged nation, and we will not permit any election in Biafra territory. That is the answer to that. And that is why we are doing everything possible, using the peaceful means to let Nigeria leave our land. So that is the expectation, that they will peacefully leave our land. The second question you asked was about what's the
time frame?
Time frame. Again, our Prime Minister said that our declaration, the Declaration of Independence State of Biafra, is to help us obtain all the necessary documents we need to protect our land. Our Prime Minister has templates, 3 ways we're going to be doing this: politically, diplomatically, and self-defense. We will continue to apply those 3 methods to protect our land until Biafra is fully defended, is fully protected. And that will be the answer to that. The question to that, we don't know, but we expect this to happen as quickly as possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DPM. Next person is Mazi Chubeze. And DPM, is it okay if I say anything related to the ID card question should be held till Friday when they do their, when ID department, instead of, that might take some.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know the question each individual want to ask. We just want to allow them to freely. If it relates to that, we can always refer that.
Okay, thank you. Mazi Chubeze, go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, our Honorable DPM, for the good work you're doing. Thank you, all the cabinet members and all the BIAFRAs who are here today to ask questions, to listen what our government is doing. I appreciate you guys. It's not an easy thing. But before I ask my question, I will make an appeal to all the cabinet members. Take a redress from our DPM. I thank our DPM the way you are coming down to answer questions.
Ende by Guadalupe and Kunisi, when I saw any many robo, Ubosi Uruchin Katana Eastern News 24, Baba Sure Yabozi, Dika Sipun, Konagan with an update. Wastamaka Kosia, Botu Kosia, the Nebedi Chiche. If you quick, Wastamaka be free no Iwapo, Ubosi Uruchin Kata, drop or I feature no dinkege on the commission below, na Eastern News 24. Kemesia no Munem.